So folks, we are just getting into north central Florida. We're heading to Panama City Beach. You know, we were here about a year ago. This is where Alyssa learned to walk. Since that we have left, Hurricane Michael has passed through, and we are starting to see what is remaining just north. Lots of trees down, lots of building, roofs caved in. But, you know, people in this part of Florida doing what they do.
They bounce back.
They're bouncing back.
It's a resilient culture along the Gulf. Last year, Sarah and I moved here. We spent 3 months in Panama City Beach, right?
Right.
Kind of fell in love with this region. We met some good people. Alyssa had a great time. She liked playing on the beach, you know, and then we just had a good time. And we even started this video series when we were in Panama City Beach. You remember that?
Brian, we actually started it right over there.
That's right. So now we've been on the road for almost a year making these videos. And in between that time, something really bad happened here, like real bad. We were watching all this happen via the news, via social media.
Right, our friends who were going through it, feeling like there's not much we can do.
Very little you can do when you are in a position where you're just watching this horrible, tragic thing happen to not only a place you care about, but people you care about, you know? So in today's episode, we're going to focus all on our return to Panama City Beach in the aftermath of Hurricane Michael. So we've been driving all over Panama City and just taking in some of the ruins, the devastation. And we see it everywhere. There's buildings that have just been leveled. There's houses with tarps on the top. There's all kinds of destruction. It's going to take a while for this place to recover.
All right, I'm Derek Mayer. We didn't get our evacuation order with the fire department until a few hours out, and then they said everybody has to go. And by that time, we pretty much had to shelter down and find some place safe to stay. We were looking at the trajectory of the hurricane. We figured if we get a few more miles out and a little west, which was a bad idea because the hurricane took a turn for the worst and headed right over our direction. We managed to stay alive, which is great, but we watched the roof come right off the top of the house while we were inside. Watch a car flip right by the front of the house.
Wow.
And but we're very blessed to be here. My last message out on my phone was my grid coordinate and my GPS location to some friends, just in case they had to send a search party out there. First part of the storm, because we were right over the eye, well, the eye was right over us, and first part seemed a little bit, you know, windy, bad, you know, trees were blowing down, tolerable. And the second part of the storm after the eye came over us, and that's when things got really bad and took a turn for the worst. And we were watching dumpsters flying by and into the pond, saw a washing machine go through a guy's gable. I mean, that full-size truck, it was a Toyota Tundra, and that thing just rolled at least, I'd say, the length of the football field across the field. And I saw a trailer home slam into the side of my brother's place, and then the rest of it ended up wrapping around the tree. After the storm, well, when I went to go find your basic resources, water, you know, fuel, it was very tough to do. It got pretty intense seeing people looting down Panama City, seeing people coming out of the windows with, you know, liquor or you know, basic essentials. A couple firefighter EMTs in there in full uniform, looting a place.
Are you kidding me?
Filling up a fake ambulance with all kinds of stuff.
You know, that's just another thing that goes to prove, though, when people say, oh, I could never possibly do such and such. And it's like, you never know what you'll do when you're put in a situation. Now, that doesn't justify it, but it's interesting how people turn sometimes.
Yeah. That was sad, but I did see everybody coming together about 3 days later. It's where we're at right now. This place here in Shore Dogs, they ended up setting up a relief for everybody. Jaime, Talbert, Kevin and Carrie, they were amazing because you know, keeping your spirits up at the same time with everything being a disaster. You couldn't even drive 10 feet down the road without going over any kind of electrical wire or debris, seeing people's homes destroyed, and you know, just desperate, and these people set up a home here for everybody to come and eat. It was a place to get together and regroup, and it felt really good to have that, and what a family it is here, and to bring this community together.
So remember last year, baby, for Mardi Gras?
Yeah, we parked right under this tree here last year.
And if we had been here 5 months ago.
Yeah, well, we wouldn't still be parked there, but yeah, we definitely can't park there again.
I've never personally experienced a hurricane, but I've been really close to a couple of really devastating ones. And then we lived here, and this happened just a few months after we left.
Now, I have, of course, being in Florida, been through plenty of hurricanes, but certainly not anything of this amplitude. I had some flooding in an apartment that I was in. I remember in that moment thinking, I can't imagine what it must be like at this level, essentially, is what I was thinking if I were to lose my home, you know.
I evacuated. I mean, the way the outlook of it looked, I mean, it was pretty scary. And being on the beach here, just, being afraid of all the flooding and everything. I went to Pensacola. I came back about the second day after the storm, and we had lines down and trees down. And, when I say this stuff is down, I'm talking like we have big, 10-foot wide oak trees just laying in people's yards. And this was a, common thing back in actually a neighborhood right behind us here by Short Dog's Grill. You couldn't get through some of the roads because the trees and lines were down so bad. I mean, it took us about a week to get power back on. And actually where we sit right now, we did a food benefit like Derek was talking about. And we estimated to serve over about 10,000 meals to the community. I was here pretty regularly helping out, and these guys just baking under the hot sun, and someone donated a grill for use. So the worst that I saw would just be the lines down, but just to really talk to the people, being up here helping out and everything, just the people that came from over the bridge in the Panama City side of town, that just completely lost their homes, and hearing how scared for their lives they were, that was the worst part of it all. People with families coming, up here with 2-3 kids and nowhere else to go. They're trying to find friends and family to stay with, but they got a tree, poking through their house, and had a friend with mushrooms growing in his kitchen floor. I mean, just all sorts of really, really bad stuff, and people are still working on their places, So it's slowly but surely we're making progress on it.
We are here in Mexico Beach, and this is where the majority of the damage happened, or I should say the strongest of the damage happened. We initially stayed here before going to Panama City Beach with a few of our friends the first week as we were looking for a place to stay. And being back is just incredible to see the amount of damage. What we would like to do is just to bring attention to the U.S. and the world that they still need help. Things are still under repair. There's a lot of people who need help, and help if you can, please. The work continues. And
I would like to say thank you to Pensacola, NAS Fire and Emergency Services, who came out here and really helped us out. And I give it a lot. I give a lot to those guys.
We probably still need more help than people realize. I mean, like the beach over here is fine, but we still have a housing crisis. You know, people are still trying to find places, and rent here has been pretty outrageous. You know, some places are $3,000-4,000 a month. So anything people can do to help get the other side of town back to normal, to where housing is, you know, houses are being built and, you know, people have places to live and stay. I mean, that would be just absolutely great. But hey, you know, everyone's doing their part. We know a lot of people have already done their part, and for that, we're really grateful.
Hey everybody, Derek. You know, I'm just walking through the place here. I figured what it would look like after you've been hit by a Category 5 hurricane. It's looking a little better now, you know. And just when you think it couldn't get any worse, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Hey, look, so much for jumping on the bed, right? I don't know how I'm going to take a shower with them watching me. It's kind of awkward, you know. This is down the hall. Yeah. Holy crap. Hey, look at that. Oh, there's the stairs. But hey, the view is amazing. And I don't think I'm going to need central AC over here. Not bad. But yeah, you can see the whole wall. Our neighbor's house. All that stuff. Hurricane Michael. You're a douche. I'm trying to keep positive, you know. So, keep your spirits up, everybody.